This is Nostradamus, talking about comedy and horror at the same time. Now, apparently, our law system here is misbegotten. I think we should reframe us. There was a man, a Egyptian illegal, basically roasting Jewish people with a flamethrower, a homemade flamethrower. The man was what you call, he knew what to do. He came there with Molotov cocktails, a flamethrower, to burn up some elderly Jewish people. And then, they are showing this on television, they said the alleged perpetrator. No, my friends, that's not alleged. You should the perpetrator. Oh, he's innocent until proven guilty. Look, I don't know about a court of law, but I know the court of common sense. That man's guilty. It shouldn't be he. He was, to the river, to the sea. Palestine must be free. Free of Jews. He don't want the Jews. No. And these were elderly Jews. These people could have been victims of the Holocaust, and in fact, one was. And she's reliving the horrors and going into a peaceful demonstrations to help the hostages. And our system is Meshuggah. I'm not Jewish, but I do use Jewish words. And our system is gone Meshuggah. We got to deport everybody or shoot them. Yeah, I think deporting them is too easy. Or put them in the ocean islands. Yes, you go to the Aleutian Islands. After that, you don't believe in politics anymore. You believe in a big overcoat. That's what I believe. But it fits into everything. October 7th lies. You know what they're trying to say? That the Israelis planned an attack on themselves. That the Israelis knew what the Hamas was up to. And they said, oh, let's do it. And then we'll be justified in any retaliation we have. Much like the conspiracy theories that Roosevelt wanted Japanese to bomb Pearl Harbor. Just didn't think they would be successful. Let me tell you something. The Jewish people love the Jewish people. There's a lot of self-love there, and good reason. They're nice people. They're industrialists, and they're beautiful women. Oh, the Israeli Defense Forces. My God, an old man can just, I like to have that hand to hand, but not in a nasty way. Nah, I'm telling you. I'm disillusioned with the whole thing. The whole world is becoming a slaughterhouse. I'm supposed to take the humor on it. They don't make a makeshift flamethrower. You get and then now they're gonna get a death penalty, a hate crime. I don't know. See, to me, anytime you use a flamethrower on a human being is a hate crime, and it should be incapacitated in the same. Uh, you're in trouble. That's what I think. Uh, Mercy for all Diddy. They asked Trumpy, my Trump, oh my Trump. They asked him whether he would support letting Diddy go. Now, I don't think this is going to happen. And Trump just, somebody asked him. He says, a lot of people are asking me about that. My interpretation, I don't think Trump has ever been oiled up, and it's not going out with male prostitutes in front of the populace. The man's a germaphobe, and also he's like the old-fashioned conventional. Yeah, one woman, one man, in maybe a changing place. He's not like that. Oh yeah, he'll fool around as men do, but not in that diddy bang bang way. Bad nukes. That I gotta give it the credit. They got balls. They got the huge. You ever see my mom? Like, oh, huge. So they attacked. And it's another thing that says it's Pearl Harbor. That Vlad says this is like a Pearl Harbor because they attacked by nukes. Well, you've been attacking and destroying Ukraine all this time. What? They can't fight back. What is the Russian thing? We bet to blow you up, but you do not blow us up. Let me say, once you start blowing people up, you think that it's a fair game that they're gonna blow you up. I get nervous about all the nukes, but I'm changing my mind. I thought we were gonna abandon because of the danger. of World War III. But we have to bleed Russia dry. And Vladimir is not going to be president forever. His situation is a little fragile. I think he can be beat. Yes, oh God, strike him down. I don't know. Work on the hobby. Jill Biden. She wants to get her son off the hook, the drug addict, but the kickbacks to the crook. What a petty crooks the Bidens were. You know, we had the president, brain dead Mr. President, uh, been dead. Brain is gone. Somebody knocking on the door. I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. Maybe they knock a little harder. Uh, you know, I'm tired. Anyway, work a hobby. She's been covering up for her brain dead husband because she wanted the power. We had a first woman president. Her name was Jill. Jill the doctor Biden. Well, she's no real doctor. She's no real, I think she's barely a school teacher. She's been teaching her hubby to do remedial things like finding the plus. They had this little stamp and they let all these murderers and traitors and these war criminals like Bucci and all those people to go. They made it so that they're not only they can't go to jail no more. I don't even think it's possible. You can't go future in it. I'm confused. Captain America, this woman, she's deaf, and she wants to have us the captions everywhere. Italian can't have this situation here. Captions everywhere. What we gonna do? Put a caption for everything? It gets in the way of the thing. It's very distracting. It gets in the way of the picture. And I could imagine she wants all movie houses, like not just one or two that she and her deaf friends could go to. Trans podium protest. Now, I'm all for co-ed sports. I like to compete against the ladies, athletic ladies, but I do not believe that a man, just because he dresses in a transy outfit, they have biological advantages, generally speaking. It's not fair for them to compete in track and field with fair sex. It's not fair, literally, for the thing. Yeah. Now, they protested to get off the podium, and she said, "Look, this tranny, this cross-dresser is a man." But look, I saw the picture of it, and it's not bad. You know, conclusion in Dark Alley or in Darkness Club. But I tell you, this is not right. It's not. It's not. The whole thing it stinks. Destroy women's sports, but it's the women are suddenly. It's like they're recently getting, understanding the situation. I tell you, Kiev's brilliant surprise. The Kiev blew up some nukes, blew up some planes that were they're blowing up and destroying Ukraine. And the Russians say this is our Pearl Harbor. As I say, Russians, you can't put global of a country and not accept them to blow you up. That's part of war. Damn, die, albatross. The DNI, because people want to be tiny deltas. The DIA is like you get perks because you're black or you're white or you're not white if you're poor white or it means we should be on more and they actually want more white. It's like women, black people, brown people, yellow people, not even yellow people. Anybody who's doing well is not a part of this. It's basically affirmative action done berserk, on steroids. And it's bigoted. It's a communist plot that undermine people and split our country into warring tribes instead of uniting under Jesus. Oh, Jesus, the Son I've given to you and beat the atheists. It is true. We can't destroy them because they are. They're nihilists. That's why they go into museums and they destroy important things. Like like paintings and by great schizophrenics and great artists because they don't like humanity. They would like to be no humans. And the war will be go back to the dinosaurs or whatever's coming after us. The green power people with the windmills and their electrical stations, and they're not fracking. They're gonna destroy the world, you know that? Because we need the gas. We need the gas, my friend. So don't fat. Oh my God. The green is it's too much. And they have us with our carbon footprint. So that means only the rich people can have a life because they can sell their carbon footprints. It's all the power of the rich and the powerful and the kings and queens of England. I still think he's behind it all. They never they never stopped trying to get control of the colonies. Joe covered there's a big cover up everybody knew that was a plant, vegetable, barely able to function. The only thing he was good at is trying to destroy Mr. Trumpy and getting collecting a little moolah here and there and laying on the beach. That's why the Hispanics are exodus from the Democratic Party because they want to call next. They want to destroy Macho. By anything stretch of the imagination, Hispanic men are all toxic by the concept and the laws that the radical feminist, Marxist, communist, homosexual agenda. They're all, and that's why they're leaving. That's why they're leaving. They gotta leave. They gotta leave. And universal. A squeeze. So it's happening with the squeezing. Look quick. Yeah. But leaving, let's see. Constructing a lie. You know what they're doing? They're saying they're rebuilding LA. They got in front of one building where something's being rebuilt. That's the model. It's a boutique in the village. There's nothing's going on there. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save a mess for us. They want to take away the Indian mess. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anything that's Native American, we're honoring them by calling them the Chiefs and the Redskins and the Tomahawks or whatever the hell they want to be called. Because we beat them, but we honor them as great warriors. That's why we like the Fighting Irish. We honor them as great drunks. The Vikings, we honor them as raiders of the coastal areas. They're crazy people. I ain't pretty, the Marxists the criminal justice system and they're trying to get as early parole as possible. Early parole as possible. We don't need this. We don't want this. Because we're letting all the criminals out, and then the honest citizens who fight back with little vigilantes and they go and they're hitting them with the book. They take the book, the big book, the Bible, and they hit them with the Bible. You're not gonna get away with this animals. This country's going right, and it's gonna go right in a way that you're gonna say it's not fascism, it's the right way. Common sense. Naked fire back at work. Used to be you could go on the plane, you get a little dressed up, you go for 3 hours, you wait until you get on the other side, and those brawls, there's no naked people. There's nothing. And there's no flying going down in the ocean. Over land. Oh, no, they had a plantation house, the oldest one, it was slave owners. They had parties, then the people who had parties got in trouble. Well, apparently this mysterious Annabelle, which is I didn't know was a race based on the reality, um, killed the rape, not rape, but burned down the place. Annabelle is against slavery, I guess. Which generally Annabelle was a torturous monster from the demon pit, but she had her good aspects, and she didn't like slavery. So she burned the place down. Corey caught making a Nazi slip. You can't, I have no range of motion, so I can't make, I can go, hi, how you doing? That's about it. Can't do it necessarily. And everybody seems to be doing it now. It's sad. But being accused of doing it. Well, you all have it all wrong, Michelle. Now, Michelle's mom, this is rumors that she's a guy. I'm gonna hit the nail on the head. No, she's not. She's just a very powerful woman, physically specimen. And then she could kick her husband's ass. And he's kind of scrawny. You better stop. You better stay on the right side of her. I hope the divorce goes through before she realizes he's still running around with Janet Anderson. Is she going around with somebody? I don't know. I haven't heard rumors. I've heard rumors about him. I haven't heard about yeah, nameless home, homeless, tiny. There's a protest against the tiny homeless people. Apparently, they get midgets. They get midget homeless people. The man wants to build a house in the back of his house, which is a small, like a dog house only for people. And maybe that's kind. I mean, in my day, when we didn't have homeless people, that's because they had jobs being tossed around in bars by malcontents like us. Toss, around. But now this guy wants to make a little. Maybe he's making amends. Maybe he threw a little wee person around, and now that person got traumatized, and he's trying to make it up for it by making little homes. Crying out loud! You know what they got? They got the guy who's vice president. He's and what's going on is the whole he wants to be mean. He wants to be macho. He's challenging people to fights. I mean, if he was going to fight you 30 years ago when you ducked out of you and you then took credit for being in the combat zone. Italy is not a combat zone. That's well, there's certain places in Sicily that are combat zones, but that you were never there. You were practically a tourist. Uh, Bubba never knew. Oh, Bubba, who Bubba is? Clinton. He never knew that Biden was brain dead. He couldn't see it, but maybe this is true. Because his brain is not, he don't look that good. I don't know, him and Biden seem to be a race to the graveyard here. He used to be something, he used to be a cute guy. He's such a charming, but now he's the crypt keeper too. Crypt keeper, Biden was crypt keeper one, he's crypt keeper two. And now he's basically saying, hey, Biden was sharp to me. Trump's troll. He said that Biden is really a clone robot. People believed him, that Trump was capable of believing. He messes with their heads. He's such a brilliant man. Free fallacy. That's what the whole communist movement was about. Free stuff. And you never get the free stuff. The bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, commie bullshit. Yes. Let's see. Of course. That face is still on. The power of Christ compels you to vote Republican.